We're here in Allen, Texas at this amazing project that we just wrapped up for a client. We're really proud of the work that we did here. We did interior, exterior, and gutters, and man, it looks like a brand new home. Today, we're gonna walk through and see everything that we did, the reasoning behind some of the repairs that we made, so on and so forth. So I'm excited, let's take a look. Okay, so the first room in this house is this wonderful dining room with the high ceilings. In here, you can see we have the picture framing across the wall and also the chair molding. That gets the trim paint, which in this case was a urethane, and it's got a little bit more sheen than the walls. That really helps give it a more durable, long-lasting coating, especially when you have chairs and kids running in and out of here. It's really helpful that the trim can take the beating and your wall still looks great for a long time. Actually, throughout the entire house, we used a washable and scrubbable paint. It's ready for the abuses of life and all the messes that happen in a home. This paint's gonna stand up to all of that. And yeah, we painted the ceiling. I was told we did a bunch of drywall repairs throughout the house, which just walking around, I can't notice any of them. So we're really proud of the workmanship we've done in here. And yeah, this is a great first room. Over here, we have an office in this super inviting green color. You know, I can just imagine sitting down in here with a desk and getting some real work done. And the different color in this room really helps separate it. And you go in here, it's time to work, time to get some stuff done, study, so on and so forth. And the doors, they also get that same trim paint we talked about over there. It's gonna be more durable. It's got a little bit more sheen to help with the durability. And this is a divided light window, which means we took the time and the effort to individually tape and mask off all of these windows on both doors. That takes an incredible amount of time and skill. Our team did a fantastic job, and it really helps finish out the space. The homeowner actually tried their hand at getting some paintwork done on their own, a bit of a DIY initiative. She told us that it maybe didn't go quite to plan, and I know she tried her very best, but it's different when you have a professional who's working on something every single day and they can really guarantee a result. Okay, here, let's check out the kitchen. This is a complete makeover in here. These cabinets, and we painted them in this really luxurious green. Love this color. Something I wanted to point out is we don't just come in and spray over everything. You can see the hinges, they don't get what we call the landlord special, where paint just goes everywhere. And the insides are the contrasting color that they were before. So we took a lot of extra prep steps to have a better looking finish, one that you can be proud of when you open the door and your nice hinges and the hardware is free of paint, and the contrasting white on the inside. Having the contrasting color on the inside really helps when you open the door, and it gives you this new color. It's bright and it feels really clean. Same thing on these drawers here. This beautiful finish that we have. The hardware was completely free from paint, and the inside, just, you can't get over real wood, right? Same story here in this breakfast nook. All the trim got that more durable urethane paint, and the walls finished in that washable, scrubbable paint as well. Everywhere you look, it's obvious that the prep work was meticulous. 75% of the success of your painting project or more is the prep work, and it really shines on this project. Here we have the fireplace and the mantle. The mantle's the centerpiece of your living room, and now it looks brand new. So really thrilled, and it coordinates with all the rest of the trim in the house. Beautiful finish here. Really excited. I'm sure they're gonna have lots of great conversations and family time here in this room, and this gets to be a part of it. Yeah, so we also have the primary, the master suite down over here. Let's take a look. This is a very bright and inviting room. You can see the sunlight just shining in. The light colors in this room really help it pop, and Aiden, I'm sure you feel it too. There's a warmth when you walk into this room. It feels great. Let's follow me through. We'll go into the bathroom as well. The homeowner is actually working on a lot of other projects as well, and we get to be a part of their home improvement journey. We're really happy about that. Here in the bathroom, they're not quite finished with their remodels yet, but with the mirrors removed, we're able to paint all around in here. Every piece of trim is again that urethane trim. And wow, this is an amazing closet. That's huge. I almost thought it was another bedroom. But again, this is actually a brighter white than we did in the bedrooms. And you want a really bright white in your closet specifically, because the lighter the color, the more clean and pristine it feels. You got your nice bright white clothes in here, and it just fits well. And walking back in here, actually, these cabinets, they decided not to paint. They wanted the kind of a contrasting look. If you have stained cabinets, we can do a stain to paint. We can restain them and touch up the clear coat. And we can also just sand them if that's what you want to. With just the brown, the really cool thing about sanding something that was really dark before is you get all of the cool contrasting in here, and it makes for a unique piece in the home. So those are the main portions of the interior of this home. Look, we are so proud of the work that we've done here, and you can see the evidence of the prep work in the final product. A lot of those things take some expertise and a lot of know-how and honestly a lot of time, but it's really worth that investment. You can also tell that the colors and the product selection here was done by an expert. And our project consultant did a great job in this home, helping the homeowner make the best decision for their home. Now, we're gonna go take a look at the outside and see the exterior siding repair and painting, and also some gutters that we installed as well. You can see this beautiful siding. It's 12-inch hardy siding. That's the height of the siding boards. Really makes for a super impressive, kind of regal look. And since it's hardy, that fiber cement board, that's really good. And that lasts for a long time. We didn't have to do a ton of carpentry repairs here. Actually, we only had to replace one of those hardy boards. All of the other carpentry repairs we did were other materials that we know are prone to failure, and on this home, they had actually failed. So I'm sure you'll see in the before photos, there's 1x4s that we had to replace. I think almost 20 of them across this house that were made of wood that just soaked up water and the substrate failed. Then it looked bad, and so we came in, did all those carpentry repairs, prepped the house, the masking, that I'm sure the house was completely gift wrapped in masking before we finished the rest of the prep with the complete caulking, and then we came in and put emerald paint on the outside of this house. And you can see this white is just dazzling. My eyes are struggling to adjust out here in the sun, and the homeowner is thrilled with the look. So we're gonna take a walk around and just, see everything else that we did here as well. We notice in a lot of aging neighborhoods, the chimney is a sign of the state of the home. I can't tell you how many times I drive through a neighborhood and I can just count how many chimneys are in disrepair and need a fresh coat of paint, or maybe even need a complete rebuild. And you can see on this home, it's standing up, it's tall, it's proud, it's the biggest thing here, and it is beautiful. This is a garage door jamb that we replaced. Let me show you something special that we do to help protect it for as long as possible. Unfortunately, they don't make fiber cement boards in this dimension, so this is real wood. What you'll notice here is that we've actually cut this board at a 35-degree angle. Now, this is a great example. Normal wood boards, the fibers are basically like straws. And what happens in most homes when they just have a board coming straight down to the ground flat like this is water, when it rains, gets soaked up, pulled up those straws just like a paper towel, and what you end up with is rotten wood right here. I'm sure if you look around at these other homes, you will find most of them have rotten garage door jambs right here. Something else we do that you can't really tell right now is we prime the first 1.5 feet, which just gives us a little bit more protection from the elements as well. So those are the extra steps that we take to really ensure that what we're installing is gonna last. Like I said before, we also did the gutters on this house. And as you can see here, and it's actually even worse a little bit up front, which we'll get some close-up shots of that. Before this house had gutters, the rain was coming down off the roof and eroding all of this dirt. You notice the grass doesn't live here because there's not enough sunlight for it to really take root, and this bare soil just gets completely washed away when there's no gutters. Well, that might not seem like a problem. The issue is that the soil is protecting your foundation from water damage and built up humidity. The homeowner actually had foundation issues that they needed repaired, probably partially due to the lack of gutters on the home. So inside we had to do extra work. We had to repair nail pops and cracks all throughout the house because there were foundation issues. A properly designed and installed gutter system protects your foundation from this erosion, and all those potential damages could have been avoided. So this is actually a small section of armor lock. You can see that most of the leaves that this homeowner has around their home, they're these big leaves, and this is our basic clog protection, and you can see the leaves don't really fit in there. So it helps prevent the gutters from getting clogged, and more importantly on this home, it prevents the underground drains from getting clogged. Those aren't fun to clean out. Like, the erosion starts right here, and then the rest of the water was running down this way, right up against the foundation, and you can see just how much of the foundation is now exposed. I promise you, when the home was built, they didn't have this in mind. Here's some photos of the finished product. We are so proud of the work that we did here, and everyone on the team has been talking about this project. From interior painting to exterior painting, carpentry repair, and gutters. I mean, basically the only two things we didn't do was roofing and floor coatings, which maybe we can do that next here. Listen, if you want to get the same sort of quality and workmanship done on your home, call us at 214-382-9400 and schedule your free consultation today.